Hello and welcome back to my channel, Miami Star Tarot. Today I am doing a reading for Aquarius for the month of April 2021. This reading is for intended for like the rest of April. We are pretty much 2/3 in, but it's also for it's timeless really. So whenever you see this is when it most likely will apply to you, even for those who it resonates with, I should say. So either way, I am going to read the tarot cards, and whatever the tarot cards say, it's what I will work with. Also, I mostly focus on love readings, but anything else that comes up is definitely going to be, worthy of talking about. So I don't know if that even made sense, but we're going to talk about it. So if something non-love, with job relationships with like family members comes up, then we'll talk about that. All right, let me get some good shuffles going on here. Sorry if I'm not making a lot of sense. I'm like really tired for some reason. We'll get this done. It'll be my last one for the evening, and then tomorrow I will finish the rest of the signs. I had a request for this one, so it's going out of order. All right, let me get, there's one. All right, Knight of Cups for Aquarius. There it goes, my cat. As me. I need my table. Not good timing. I need 5 more cards, please, for Aquarius. Knight of Cups. Good start. That's the entry card there. All right. Let's get 5 more cards, please, for Aquarius. Let's turn my cards. Let's get some of these cards, please. I need 5 more. I got another one. 6 of Wands. So nice start, nice beginning here. Let's get 4 more cards, please. Just need you to scoot maybe another 2 inches, kitty. That would be wonderful. All right, then we got the High Priestess. All right. So far, so good. So I don't see anything concerning yet, or let me see. The High Priestess has a lot of meaning. So let's see what else we get. And this one just really wants to come out. Ooh, the Devil. There we go. There it is. Temperance. All right, 3 major arcana cards so far. And we have the 6 of Swords. All right. And Kitty, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to move you just a little bit just to get this card here. All right. Knight of Cups, 6 of Wands, High Priestess, the Devil, Temperance, and 6 of Swords. We've got for the underlying energy, the Queen of Cups. All right. So Aquarius, love is on your mind. There is definitely something that is going on mentally with you and in your heart that is keeping you pretty occupied, I think, mentally. It's a very emotional, I think, connection. I think this connection that you're dealing with is kind of encompassing every aspect of your life. I think it's really powerful. And it's, and you can see in the Queen of Cups, and I'm just going to show this a little bit closer, how this lady is just, it's almost like she's meditating and thinking about her emotions with that cup and then all that water that's flowing. So there is a flowing of emotions. This connection is very emotional for you, and it basically just, I want to almost say that it almost consumes your mind. Okay. Then the entry, this is again your underlying energy. It's what's around you. It's like the focus of your life, whether you're conscious or not conscious. I'm not using the right words. Whether you are, well, yeah, I mean, it is the right word. Whether you're aware of it or not, it's just it plays on your mind a lot more than a lot of other things. So it's just something that's really causing you feelings and emotions to come out. And and then you've got, for the entry right here, you have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is another energy that is, it really brings out your desire, I think, to pursue something, or it's about pursuing something. So the Knights are action-based cards. All the court cards are action-based. But the Knight, I think, is the one that has the most action, is more influenced by action. And this is, Knight of Cups. So it is about going out there and doing something about it, or initiating something about those feelings that you're having. And, there's also the Six of Wands on that row, like right next to it. And with the Six of Wands, there's just that acknowledgement of coming to terms with something. And I feel like you like the way this person makes you feel. Okay. And having that, and then having the High Priestess next to it, I think there is something also that's not out in the open as well. Okay. And the High Priestess is about intuition and about just kind of, reflecting and knowing what you want. And it's your conscious as well, and it's sitting on your conscious. So I pulled this one out to kind of clarify this right here with the Six of Wands and the High Priestess, and you got the Four of Wands. And I feel like there's a desire to kind of move forward with this connection. And just, I think with the High Priestess is a block more than anything. And it's not a block in a very negative way. It's more of a block with, I think, you trusting your intuition, or trusting what these feelings are, and wanting to express them, and wanting to acknowledge them. Okay, so the Six of Wands is about acknowledgement. It's also a card of triumph and feeling successful with something. And I feel like this High Priestess really more or less dominates this top row with its feeling of not trusting necessarily the feelings that you're having, but trusting that it's the right thing to do to maybe move forward or come forward. And just, you're kind of just keeping things more to yourself. So there's also another thing about the High Priestess. Sometimes when you get that card and it's more of a choice or a feeling when it's related to love, sometimes it could be when it's a woman, like if you are a woman, Aquarius, it could be simply that you have a lot of admirers, or you have a specific admirer out there that is really, it could be like more of a reverse role, where they're the ones that are unsure about coming across, expressing their feelings toward you, even though you have those feelings toward them. So if you are female, and usually I like to read it just as a generic read, but the High Priestess sometimes can be really different depending on your gender and basically who you're thinking about. So female, it's just having a lot of admirers and having people who, or a specific man, or could even be a woman that's just really into you, but they don't trust their own intuition. They don't trust their feelings. They don't trust themselves, or they don't trust what they're feeling with you. Like if there's a connection going back and forth, that they're not trusting that they're feeling the right thing. Like they don't want to approach, they don't want to acknowledge their feelings, or maybe they don't want to reveal themselves because they don't know if what they're feeling is right. Sometimes if you are a male and you are, and this is you, Aquarius, it's more of a feeling of maybe having feelings for somebody that's more or less unattainable to you, or you feel like they are unattainable. You see them as the high priestess, as somebody not necessarily above you, but there's more of a feeling of like you just don't think that this connection can happen, if that makes sense. So maybe feeling some insecurity toward this connection, or moving forward with this connection as well. So again, if you're female, it's a lot of times the high priestess is about having a lot of admirers, or having one very deep admirer, you know. And male, it's more of seeing the person that you're liking, a woman, as being a little bit unattainable. And, you know, and then all of it has to do with your intuition and trusting your intuition as well. You also, on the bottom row, Aquarius, you have the Devil, Temperance, and the Six of Swords. And it's funny because Temperance comes before the Devil in the deck. And in this case, you have the Devil first. So it seems like maybe this connection that you're having seems to be could be maybe a somewhat obsessive, Aquarius, that you're having about this other person. And maybe that is what's got some insecurities up here going on, especially with this high priestess. Maybe it's, you know, and then you have the Temperance card, which is really telling as well, Aquarius, which is more of a finding a balance and trying to figure out a way to not go from one extreme to the other. So maybe trying to get your feelings under control. And that's really what this is screaming to me, is try to get your feelings under control. Try to make sure that you know what you want, you're thinking things through, and you're thinking correctly, and that you're not getting too overwhelmed or too emotional either way. Okay. And it seems to me, because Aquarians don't like to lose their emotions, they don't like to lose their ability to control, I would have to say, their emotions very easily. And when they start feeling that feeling of losing it, they, I think, tend to maybe act a little more erratic than most people. Like they just really do not want to lose control of their emotions. It's not something that they're used to doing. So you, Aquarius, you need, I think, to recognize that maybe if you are getting a little bit obsessed or a little bit out of control, like of emotions, or you feel like you're losing yourself in these feelings for a person, then maybe you need to think about how you can temper those feelings. And the Temperance card is really about tempering and bringing control back and order back into, and this is all purely mental. It's not like you are acting erratic. Most likely, I think most of you guys are not, but it's just about trying to bring those feelings and having a little bit more focus with them. And when you do that, you have the Six of Swords. When you can bring those emotions into focus, I think that you're going to be able to move into a new direction with this connection that you're wanting. I want to pull a card because I want to see if I can read anything about the other person. There's a lot about you, but not a lot about the other person. So let me pull a card for the other person. I do see change and movement with the Six of Swords, and that means that you're going to go from one phase to another. This could also sometimes mean moving, but I'm not seeing moving like physical moving resonance or anything. I think this is a movement of your thoughts and your emotions, and you're going to go from turbulent to more peaceful waters with this Temperance card. But I think it's something that you're going to have to put a little bit of effort into, because with this Devil card, the Devil card really speaks to the fact that maybe your emotions are affecting you a little bit in some area in your life. Maybe it's just you're feeling like you've just kind of lost a little control. And I think you have. With this Devil card, it wouldn't be there if that was not the case. With the Temperance card saying, hey, I think you need to curb some of these feelings, and it's not that you have to get rid of the feelings. It's more like learn how to maneuver them and not let them affect you, okay? Because it could be causing you a little bit of anxiety. And then you got this card. So I think this is the block for the other person as well. I think the feelings are there, but I think the block with the Three of Swords is just having that third party energy. Maybe it's just a little much, and that's probably also represented by this Devil card, okay? So maybe that's what the Temperance card is really suggesting, is knowing how to navigate through these feelings with that Six of Swords, because it is a third party involvement. Somewhere is a third party. So maybe those feelings need to be tempered right now, because you don't want to cause that third party. Now, I did ask about the other person's feelings, and I think that is also represented by the other person. I feel like they feel the same way, but they're a little hesitant, I think, maybe to come forward as well, because it is a third party situation if you guys get involved. So I'm going to do one more clarification card for that. And the Ace of Cups. All right, so you did get the Ace of Cups, which means there is, I think, potential for this to start something new, to be the beginning stages. I feel like it could lead to something with this Ace of Cups. And I think because I did kind of pull it for the other person, and because you do have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, I still wanted to bring this out for another person. And I do feel like this person may want a beginning, but maybe that third party is what's keeping them from going forward. And maybe it's what's keeping you as well. So if you have that question, Aquarius, how does the other person feel? These two cards represent how they feel. So wanting to pursue something new, wanting a beginning, but also being fully aware that this is a third party situation. And with your Devil card, you know, just you need to be careful with that, okay? And kind of figure out how to temper and decide what you want to do. And I don't know, maybe do the right thing, all depending on what you want and what you decide. All right, Aquarius, that is your read. Thank you for visiting my channel, Miami Star Tarot. I will see you later. Bye-bye.